Good morning, students. Today we will do exercise number 8.2. In this, the first question is which of the following fractions are in the lowest term? ठीक है? We know that what are fractions? The numbers which are written in a form of numerator and denominator or in division form are known as fraction, or it is also known as a part of a whole. Here you can see that it is 2 by 3, 3 by 30 by 42, 8 by 13 and 21 by 63. They are all fraction. But in this question what we have to do? Which of the following fractions are in the lowest term? Okay, we have to find out which are in their lowest term. मतलब सबसे कम term में कौन सा fraction. So before you starting that question, first we have to learn what is lowest term. ठीक है? So a fraction is in its lowest term if its numerator and denominator both is not divisible by any number. Okay, यदि न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर दोनों ही किसी एक सिंगल नंबर से डिवाइड नहीं हो रहे हैं तो वो कौन से टर्म में होगा? लोवेस्ट टर्म है. ओके, इट इज सेड टू बी इन इट्स लोवेस्ट टर्म. ओके, सो let's take question number first, A. So here you can see that fraction numerator is 2 and here is 3. So we know that 2 and 3 is not divisible by any number. Okay, we cannot divide 2 and 3 by same number. Okay, we cannot divide. Okay, so we can say that 2 and 3 is in its lowest term. It is in its lowest term. Okay, now take example number 2. Here the numerator is 30 and denominator is 42. So here in this question number second, we can see that 30 and 42 comes in the table of 2. It comes in the table of 2. Okay, let's see how can we divide this 30. We know that we can divide this 30 by 2 and 42 by 2. What we will get? If we divide 30 by 2, what we will get? 15, because 2 15s are 30. And if we divide 42 by 2, what we will get? 21. So we can further reduce this fraction into 15 by 21. That means this fraction is not in its lowest term. And again this also we can further divide. We know that 15 and 21 comes in the table of 3. So we can divide this 15 by 3 and 21 also by 3. So what we will get? 3 5s are 15 and 3 7s are 21. Now what is left? 5 by 7. Now we can say that this term is in its lowest form because we cannot further divide 5 and 7 by any number. So in this question we don't have to do all these things because we know that we can further divide this fraction. That means it is not in its lowest term. So what we will do? Simply we will cross, because in this question we have to find the lowest term. Now let's see 8 and 13. So let's find some number which can divide both 8 and 13. So we know that 8 is divisible by 2. Yes, but 13 is not divisible by 2. We cannot divide 13 by 2. Is 8 is divisible by 3? No, 8 is not divisible by 3. 13 is also not divisible by 3. We have to find number which is divisible by, which can divide both the numbers. Okay, हमें ऐसा नंबर ढूंढना है जो न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर दोनों को डिवाइड करे. So there is no such number because we know that 13 is a prime number because it can only divisible by 1 and itself. So this fraction is also in its lowest term because we cannot further divide like this. हम इसको इस तरीके से further divide नहीं कर सकते किसी नंबर से, इसलिए ये क्या है? This number is in its lowest term. Let's take example number D. Here numerator is 21 and denominator is 63. So what we can do? Yes, here we know that if we divide 21, and if you know the big tables, you can directly cut also. Okay, here you can see that 21 and 61. So 21 comes in the table of 3. Yes, 3 sevens are 21. And 63 also comes in the table of 3. You can do in rough also like this, 63 divided by 3. So what we will get? 3 2s are 6. 3 1s are 3. So what we get? 21. So what if we divide this, what we can get? 21 divided by 3 and 63 divided by 3, 7 upon 21. Again we can divide 7 1 is 7, 7 is 14, 7 3 is 21. What we get? 1 by 3. So we can say that 21 by 63 is not in simplest form or in its lowest form. So what we will do? We will cross. Okay. So how many terms are in its lowest form? Here in its lowest term, 2 by 3 and 8 by 13, because we cannot further divide like this. Okay, हम इनको दोनों को A और C को और ज़्यादा divide नहीं कर सकते. Okay, so this is question number 1. Now let's see question number 2. What question number 2 says? Reduce the following fraction in their lowest term. Okay, we have to reduce them. We have to divide by common numbers and reduce them in lowest term. Okay, so let's take example A. It is 2 by 3. So we know that from question number 1 it is already in its lowest term, because there is no number which with the help of which we can divide both number. ऐसा कोई number नहीं है जिनसे हम दोनों को divide कर सकते. So it is already in its lowest term. So answer is 2 by 3. Okay. Now let's take B, 4 by 20. So here we know that 4 is divisible by 2 and 4 is divisible by 20 also. Sorry, 4 is divisible by 4 and 20 is also divisible by 4. And also 4 is divisible by 2 and 4 is divisible by 20. So let's do like this. 4 divided by 2, and we know that 20 is also divisible by 2. So what we will get? 4 divided by 2, 2 2s are 4, and 2 divided by 20, what will be the quotient? 2 10s are 20. So what we get? 2 by 20. But this fraction is also not in its simplest form, because we know that we can divide 2 by 2 and 10 is also comes in the table of 2. So what we can do? 2 divisible by 2 and 10 divisible by 2. So what we will get? 2 divided by 2, 2 1s are 2, and what we will get? 10 divided by 2. You can do like this, 2 5s are 10. So what we will get? 5 as our quotient. So what we will write? 5. Now there is no number which can divide both numerator and denominator. So this is the lowest term. Okay, answer. Okay, now let's see question number C, 8 by 12. C, 8 by 12. Now we know that 8 comes in the table of 2 and 12 also comes in the table of 2. So we can divide this 8 by 2 and 12 by 2. Now what we can do? We can divide this 8 by 2. 2 4s are 8. So what we will get? 4 as our quotient. So we will write 4. Okay, it must be fully divisible. Next, 12 by 2, 2 6s are 12. So what we will write? 6. Again we know that 4 and 6 also comes in the table of 2. So what we can do? We can further divide this 6 and 4 by 2. What we will get? 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. So 4 by 2 by 3 is the lowest term. This is the lowest term. So this is what we have to do in question number 2. We have to reduce this fraction into its simplest form. And which is the simplest form or lowest term? 2 by 3. Okay, if we can further divide a fraction into simplest form, the last fraction that left is known as lowest term. Okay, this is our question number 2. Now let's see question number 3. Okay, question number 3 is also same. We have to simplify the following to their lowest term. Okay, means we have to divide both the number by same number and we have to reduce in its lowest term. Okay, let me solve 50 by 150. So we know that 50 and 150 both comes in the table of 5. Okay, we know that if 0 comes at the end, that means it is divisible by 5. So what we can do, 50 divided by 5 and 150 divided by 5. So if you don't know long number division, what we can get, 5 1 is 5 and 0 5 0 is 0, or we can directly do by table also, 5 10s are 50. So what we will get, 10. Now let's see for 150 what we can do. We can do in rough, 150 divided by 5. 5 3s are 15 and 0 0 0s are 0. So what we get, 10 by 30. Again here we can see that 10 and 30 comes in the table of 2 also, and 10 and 30 also comes in the table of 10 also. So you can take any number. You can directly take bigger number also. You can divide by 10 both the numbers, or you can divide by 2 also. Okay, so 10 divided by 10 is 1 and 30 divided by 10 is 10 3s are 30. So what you will get, 3. So this is you have to do in question number 3rd. Same you can do for 72 and 144. Okay, you have to find this number which can divide both the numbers. Okay, so let's see whether it is divisible. 72 and 144. Here you can see that 2 in its unit place and 4 in unit place, means both number are divisible by 2. Okay, if the last number is divisible by 2, that means whole number is also divisible by 2. So let's divide 72 divided by 2. What we get, what we will do, 140 divided by 2 and 420 divided by 2. What we get, if we divide this 140 divided by 2, what we get, 2 7s are 14 and 0 2 0s are 0. What we get, 70. And if we divide 420, what we get, 2 2s are 4, 2 2 1s are 2 and 0 2 0s are 2 1 0 2 1 0. Okay, now what we can do, we can, if the last digit is 10, if the last digit is 0, we can directly divide by 10 also. So what we will do, we will divide both number by 10. So what we get, 10 7s are 70 and 10 21s are 210. Again we know that here is 7 and 21. We know that 7 1s are 7 and 7 3s are 21. So both number comes in the table of 7. So what we will do, 7 divided by 7 and 21 divided by 7. What we will get, 1 upon 7 3s are 21, 1 upon 3, and this is our answer. Okay, so this is how you can solve. Now let's see question number D. Okay, if you see 2 zeros at the end, you can directly divide by 10. Okay, or you can cancel both the zeros. Okay, let's see 240 and 360. We know that 240 and 360 both are divisible by 10 because the last digit is 0. If the last digit is 0, that means it is divisible by 5 and 10. So you can directly divide by 10. Okay, you can directly divide by any big numbers if the both numbers are divisible by that number. So we know that both the numbers are divisible by 10. So what we will get, 24 upon 36. Now we know that here it is 4 in the unit place and here it is 6 in the unit place. That means it is also divisible by 2. So if we divide by 2, what we will get, 24 divided by 2 and 36 divided by 2. What we will get, 2 12s are 24 and 2 13s are 36 divided by 2. 2 1s are 2 and 2 8s are 16 and 2 18s are 36. Now what we can do, We know that 12 comes in the table of 3 and 18 also comes in the table of 3. So what we will get? 12 divided by 13, 18 divided by, 12 divided by 3 and 8 divided by 3. 12 and 18 both comes in the table of 3. So 3 4 is 12 and 3 6 is 18. Now what left? 4 and 6. So we know that 4 and 6 comes in the table of 2. So we will divide this 4 and 6 by 2. Okay, 2 2 is 4 and 2 3 is 6. Now what left? 2 and 3. That means it is in its lowest term, because there is no number which can divide both the numbers. So this is your answer. So this is how you have to solve question number 3. Okay, so solve all the questions of exercise 8.2. okay, so this is your, rest of the questions are your homework. Okay, only do 6 questions from question number 2 and question number 3. Okay.